What's up, everyone? Going a little live, doing a little live thingy thing here. Gonna show you some cool stuff. Show you what's new around the world of Josh Russell. I am Josh Russell. What I've worked on, what I've released, and show you how to do it, how to use it, how to integrate it into your workflow. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and share this out here. Just going to share this out here real quick on a couple different platforms, getting it on my LinkedIn. Come in. All right. I think we're good. I think we're live. So I wanted to do this on YouTube for a couple of reasons, because YouTube is my main platform, as well as YouTube is kind of where all my videos live. Now I want to be able to restream this and re-get this out there. So YouTube seemed like the best place for it, but I am just doing a real quick live stream tonight to tell you, to talk to you, to show you the new BangerPresets Volume 1. It is a new style of Lightroom presets. They are AI presets, and these are really going to change your game. Now, right out of the bat, and I'm going to say it a couple more times, if you're looking for batch editing, if you're looking to edit multiple, like hundreds or thousands of photos at a time, I'm still going to tell you use Aftershoot. Aftershoot is the way when you're batch editing. So, with that being said, getting that out of the way right away, Aftershoot is still the way to go. Hold on a second. Had a hair in my mouth. Aftershoot's still the way to go. That is the way that you want to really use your editing, AI editing. Now, what is the BangerPresets for? The BangerPresets are for those photos that you're doing one at a time. The ones that you're really touching up those banger photos. They're not for the entire wedding gallery. They're not for the entire senior photo session. They're not for the entire family photo session. These are for the bangers. The select few that you're going to spend a little bit more time editing. You know what I'm talking about. You know the ones that they are. So that's what these are for. These are for the bangers. These are for the one at a time. And what I want to do is I want to walk you through how to use the bangers, because they are game changing. I've created a preset pack as well as some AI masks and some finishers, and I want to walk you through just a few of them. I'm not going to go through all of them. Now there are 10 presets, there are 22 AI masks, and there are 5 finishers. I think there's 5, maybe 4. But there are finishers, and this is absolutely game-changing when it comes to editing. This is going to speed up your workflow, but still allow you to get those bangers. Again, I'm going to show you right now how those work. So let's go ahead and let's get into this. Let's jump in, and I want to talk to you right away about the BangerPresets, what they are. Like I said, these are certified BangerPresets Volume 1. It was created by me, hand designed by me, hand workflow created by me, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. This is me. This is me. This is my workflow. This is my style of editing. This is what I use, what I do, and this is going to allow you to create somewhat like me. Now, you still need to shoot like me, which you don't want to do that because it's just chaos most of the time. But with that being said, these are the BangerPresets Volume 1. Like I said, you're going to get, phone's going off here, you're going to get 10 color presets, Banger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to get 22 AI adjustable mask presets, things like background blur, background color, eye brighten, clothing smoothing, sky vibrance, sky warmth, teeth whitening. These are all AI presets. These are all AI masks. And you're going to get 4 finishers, which are black and white, a movable vignette, which you've seen me do before, your subject pop, and your vintage look. You have seen me use all of these in my photos. You haven't seen me edit them. but now you're gonna. So the key things about this is the fact that it's compatible. You are able to use this on Lightroom. You're able to use this on Lightroom Classic, which is what I edit with. And as of recently, these are now available to use on Evoto. You can actually use these presets on Evoto AI. Now, you can't use the masks and the finishers, but you can use the presets themselves on Evoto. Otherwise, the other two programs, these work fantastic. They also work on Adobe Camera Raw as well, and I think in Capture One, but I haven't tested that yet, so don't quote me, but they should. The way that I created them, they should work in Capture One as well. So they're compatible. They work on all of this. They're bold and colorful. Over the years, I have created this bold, bright, colorful look that people ask me about, ask me how to do it, and now I've now created a way for you to do it and for you to really get this bold and colorful look quick and easy. Very, very quick, very easy. These are fully adjustable as well. So yes, the Banger presets are technically a one and done per se, but these are still customizable. You should still be editing per photo, getting these where they need to be. Now that is why things like after shoot are important, because they will batch edit. These are individuals. Remember that. Individual Banger photos, that's what you're editing on here. And then once again, one-click editing. You can literally click one button and these will be edited. It's really easy. So what is this best for? This is best for the people that are doing senior photos. This is people that are doing fashion portraits. You're doing general portraits. You're doing musician photos. You're doing headshots. These will work in headshots. These will work in weddings. These will work in family photos. But they are aimed more at the portrait photographer. So yes, they will work in group settings and other types of photos, but these are made mainly for portrait photographers. So remember that when you're using them. Let me just check real quick, make sure everything's going good here over on this side. Looks good on my end. Let me just unmute. Sorry about the echo. Yes, they will work in. Okay, sounds good. I just wanted to make sure before we move on. Compatibility. These, like I said, these work for Lightroom, Lightroom Mobile, Lightroom Classic, and Evoto. Should work in Capture One. Also works in the Adobe Camera Raw. So that's what they are. Now, let's talk about pricing right away. They are on sale right now for $99. $99. They are, this kit, this AI preset pack is regularly $350. Right now, $99. And if you're a member of my Photog Nation, you can actually get that for half price just for being a member. PhotogNation.com if you want to check that out. So let's get in. I'm going to show you a couple sliders, and then I'm actually going to walk you through a workflow of showing you as I edit how they work. So these are some of the examples. So you're going to have a slider here. This is straight out of camera, and we're going to go with the fully edit. These are done in Lightroom. This is not done in anything crazy. This is not really photo touched up like insanely. These edits, and let me tell you, these edits I did in less than 5 minutes apiece. This from straight out of camera to this final photo in less than 5 minutes. It's insane. We can go here. We have this moody photo, but we want to turn it vintage. You can go right there. This one's one of my favorites. Look how flat and neutral the colors are, and then adding in some of my presets, and then adding in the masks. Look at this final photo. Nothing was done. No color grading. No, these are just slapping on the presets. Look at this. It's insane. Look at this one. If you wanted to give it a flat look, boom, flat look. And then lastly, look at this. These are all done within a few minutes. So this is all attainable for you. These presets work. They are designed to work with your photos. That's why they are AI based. The masks work. It reads your photos. It figures it out that way. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you a few because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you sitting here taking a long time trying to figure everything out. We're just getting into it. I want to show you, and then I'm going to send you on your way and let you download the presets and get to work on bangers. So let's just start right away with this photo, like I said. Now, what you're going to see is you're going to see that there are 3 types of presets. And let me just move myself here. Let me just take myself and move myself here. I don't want to be in your way. Let's go. I'm going to make myself smaller here. And we're just going to go up here. I'll just put me right there. That works, right? I'll just live up here. Okay. So as you can see, there are 3. There are the Banger presets. There are the Volume 1 AI presets, which are the masks, and then there are finishers. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start with the Banger Presets Volume 1, find your preset, and then you're going to move on to the masks, and then you're going to move on to the finishers. Now, if you download this, you buy it, you install it, all you have to do is go in and hit import presets, bring the whole zip drives in. After you unzip it, there'll be 3 sub-zip drives. Bring them in one at a time. These will add folders just like that. So I'm using Lightroom Classic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Banger Presets Volume 1, and I'm just going to start looking down. Now, I know which one it is, but I'm going to show you that these are available to be used. So there's the flat one. There is a little bit more of a moody blue-purple. Here's a cool one. There's a green one. This is the warm one. This is the one we're going to use. Sorry, this is the one we're going to use. Banger 6. We got 7. We got 8, which 7 and 8 are pretty similar. You see it just kind of flattens it out just a little bit. We got 9, and we got 10. 10 looks really good as well. But we're going to go 6. And then what we need to do with this photo, we need to tone it down just a little bit. So we're just going to take the exposure and bring it down. Look at that. So that's how they're fully customizable. Now, you could send this away. This could be good. But we want to finish this up. We want to do a little bit more to it. So now that we have our preset, we've chosen our preset we want, we're going to open these masks. We're going to go Volume 1 Presets. We're going to go Background. Cool. Watch this. If I click this, what it does is it reads this photo. It figures out what it needs to do, and it's going to add a mask right where it needs to be. Now, what I can do now is I'm going to actually make this the teal and orange look. So I'm just going to add another layer onto this. And as you can see, it's went too far. It's really weird in orange now, but it's created a new layer. So now all we need to do is take that layer here. We're just going to turn the amount down. So now we haven't needed to touch anything other than a couple button clicks and a slider. This is where we're at now. Look at this. This is straight out of camera. This is your so far. So I'm getting good. I'm feeling good where it's at right now. What I want to do is I actually want to go down here now, and I'm going to do Clothing Smooth. I'm going to click the Clothing Smooth. It's going to create a new AI layer, another mask. It's going to figure it out. It's going to add that on there. So now you can see that this layer is on here. So that layer is now on there. We're good to go with that one. Yeah. So now that layer's on there. Let's turn it down just a little bit, because we're going to bring a little bit of texture back in there. And you can see what it's doing to that texture. If we go all the way up, it's going to make it all muddy. But right there. Last thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to desaturate her hair, because I want it to be a little bit more on the gray side. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to go hair, desaturate, and watch that. It desaturated it. It created a mask. And what it did is it read my photo, it created a mask, and then it applied that preset to it. So let's say that you don't like that preset and you want to get rid of it. All you have to do is click on it and delete it, and it's gone, just like that. But I'm going to leave it there. Let's go hair desaturate again. And let's bring the amount down just a little bit, because I don't want it that harsh. Click on that. Bring the amount down. And right there. So now you got your presets done. Your masks are done. That's good. I don't need to do anything else. There's no teeth showing. Her eyes aren't that like seen. They're not forefront. So I'm not worried about the eyes. What we're going to do now is we're going to open the finishers. What kind of finishers should we add to this? I'm thinking we'll add the subject pop, bring the amount down, and then the movable vignette. So let's go ahead and hit the subject pop. Let's go ahead and click that, and let's bring that amount down, just to add a little bit of warmth in there. And basically all it's doing is it's adding in a bunch of shadows and a bunch of vibrance to bring that out. Now I just want to bring it down just a little. And then the last one we're going to do, movable vignette. So now this vignette is ready to move. So we just click on this, and then we grab this dot right here, and we can move this vignette wherever we need it to. So I'm going to put it right about there, and then I'm going to turn the amount down, because I don't want it that harsh. Bam. So in 3 minutes, we have gotten our completely edited photo here. Let me get off the mask so you can see it. Look at this. This is your final image. This is straight out of camera. And it took us 5 minutes. Look at this edit. This is insane what these can do. Didn't touch anything else. It just touched the parts that I wanted it to. Let's go in. Let's show another one here. I'm going to go to this one because I really like this photo of Ryan. So Ryan Martin, good friend of mine. We're going to start over, and this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to watch. It is 6:44 when I'm filming this right now. 6:44. Let's go in and let's go ahead and figure this out. So we're not going to go that one. I mean, all of these, though, like literally that looks fantastic. Let's go banger 4, banger 5, banger 6, banger 7, banger 8, banger 9, banger 10. Let's go 8. 8's my jam. Look at that. I mean, literally, look at this. Let me just reset this here quick. Banger 8. Showing me the original here. Why is it doing that? So, yeah, for some reason it's showing me a final version, but let's go ahead and let's make that final version, and that's what we're going to do. So this is where we're at from that flat photo, and I don't know, how can I erase all of that? Let me just go up here, find the original photo here, because we'll just do it this way. So this is what we're creating here. We're going to go ahead and reset it. Okay, there we go. All right, so banger 8. Let's throw banger 8 on there. Now, that's where I want it to live. Like, this is straight out of camera, just adding a little bit of blue to it. Let's go ahead and let's get deeper into it. So we got our banger. Let's go into our masks now. And these masks are really what set this apart. These masks are what are making this whole thing come together and do what it's doing. And basically the way that I do it is I just start at the top and work my way down. So let's go background, blur. Now, we don't need to cool the background. I like the background the way it is, but we're going to do this background darken. So let's darken the background then, and we're going to do should we do a subtle desaturate? Yeah, let's do a subtle desaturate. Do we want to warm it up? No, we're going to keep it cool. So there we go. Look at this. From straight out of camera to what we got so far. We're going to go on down, and we are going to do a clothing pop here. No, let's just look around here. We'll do a clothing smooth, but we want to turn that down just a little bit. So let's go ahead and click our mask again and go down. There we go. So we got this to this so far. His eyes are pretty bright or dominant in this, so let's go ahead and let's brighten those eyes. Let's make sure we can see what we're doing here. Awesome. And then we're also going to go eye pupil because I really want to bring those pupils out in there. There we go. Look at this. It's already getting really, really good where it needs to be. Do we want to vibrant his hair? Do we want to desaturate his hair? No. We don't want to vibrance his hair. We're going to kind of leave it how it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on down here to skin. We're going to go skin pop. And then we'll turn that down just a little bit because we don't need it to be that harsh. Skin pop, and then skin smooth, and then with that one, we'll also turn that down. Look at his eyes. Look at the difference in the eyes. It's incredible. All right, so we're good on that. There's no sky in it. So now all we have to do, close that up. We're going to go to our finishers, and we're going to add that movable vignette. We're going to turn that movable vignette down because we don't want it that harsh. And then we'll go ahead and we'll pop our subject and we'll bring that down as well. So this is straight out of camera, a really, really good photo. It looks great, but let's go ahead and let's make that pop. Let's make that banger. Now, the cool thing is we have all these layers here. So if I want to do something to the background, I'll just go ahead and grab this mask. And we're going to bring that desaturation up. And we're just going to kind of play with this. Bring it to a cooler tone here. We can go down and we can go ahead and we can do like a dehaze to it. We can really touch up this photo by using a mask at a time. And those presets already created those masks for us. Like, look at this. Now that, my friends, is a banger. I love that photo. Love it. Let's do one more. I'm going to walk you through one more and show you how it works. So we're going to go ahead and do this one because it's a fairly simple one, pretty easy to do. What we're going to do is we're going to go back into our Banger presets. We're going to find the one we want to use, which I'm going to go with this one because I really like, this is Banger 1. I really like the noise that it adds in it because I'm going to turn this black and white. So I want to add some noise, give it that like kind of vintage feel to it. So let's go ahead and do that one. We're going to do Banger 1, and then just like everything else, we're going to open our presets. We could blur our background if we want. We could cool off our background. We could darken our background. Subtle desaturate, which we're going to make it black and white anyway, so that does not matter. That actually looks kind of cool too. So we don't need to do any of this. We don't need to do anything here as far as any of this stuff, really. Because we can skip all this, and we can just go to black and white, or we can go to vintage. Look at this. That's your vintage, which is like a sepia tone, or your black and white. So let's go ahead and go in here. And right there, go ahead and go black and white. And just like that, we have a black and white photo that looks incredible. From there, which is a great photo. If you want to go color, that's awesome. But then you have this. Banger. Banger. And banger. Look at these. Aren't these incredible? Aren't they so awesome what they can do with just a couple clicks of some buttons? I did 3 bangers in 6 minutes. Let's go ahead. Let's do one more. Why not? So we'll go ahead and start over. We're going to find the one that we want to use. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to go with 9. I like the way that 9 looks on this body here. So this is going to do that same thing the other one did. So we got to go here with it. Okay. So now we can go banger 9. And then we'll go ahead. That's the preset we're going to use. So we're going to open volume 1 preset masks, AI presets. We're going to go background darken just like that. We're going to go background teal and orange on this one too. Give it that look. So that's where we're at so far. Look at this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go clothing pop. Bring that clothing out. We'll go eye brighten. And like I said, look at this. It's just creating masks for each one. Now, this one, I noticed with this photo, it's also thinking that this horse is part of the mask. So if it does that, what you need to do is you need to click on your mask, hit the minus button, brush, and just brush your horse out or whatever it accidentally thought. Then you have to do the same one on this one. So minus, brush. And I would take much more time doing this regularly, but for teaching purposes, I'm just going to go quickly like that. Okay, so this is where we're at. Let's go ahead. We'll look at hair vibrance. We're going to look at hair desaturate. I'll look at the desaturation. And I noticed that it's doing it right here. So what we'll do is we'll just open that, minus, and brush. Make our brush a little bit smaller so we don't mess the hair up. And bring that back. Look at that. Look at that. So from there, we'll go ahead and we'll go, we got the desaturate on there. We'll just look at the skin desaturation. We'll go skin pop. Let's go ahead and add some skin pop there. So it's creating a new layer with the skin. And then we'll go ahead and do skin smooth, which is basically your skin smooth is pretty much your frequency separation that you would do like in Evoto or something like that, but you can do it now with these AI presets. You click a button, it adds the mask, it finds the mask, it fine-tunes, and it does what you need it to do. I'm going to turn that one down just a little bit because I don't want her to have like super glass skin. And we'll go ahead, let's go ahead and whiten the teeth. She definitely does not need her teeth whitened because they're just white as white can be anyway, but I just want to show you and then bring it back. So you can see her teeth are very, very white now. So we will just go ahead and bring that back just a little bit. Find a happy spot, and there we go. So there's your AI masks, and then we'll just go up here. We'll click our finishers. We're going to find out what we want. We can make it black and white. We can do a movable vignette. We can make our subject pop, or we could do vintage. So let's go ahead and make our subject pop. We'll go ahead and turn that amount down. And then we'll go ahead and add our movable vignette, which is going to add that vignette wherever we want it to. And then we'll go. So now let's say you want your vignette down over here, but you don't want it this big. What you can actually do is you can take this and actually make it smaller. And you will have to grab it from this side if you want to do it this way. So now we could do this. We could get this big. We can get this big. And then we have a full movable vignette. So this vignette is totally changeable however you want. I'm going to leave it kind of like that because I want it to be the vignette, the normal vignette. But then I'm going to take the amount down just a little. So look at that. In 5 minutes, we went from this photo, which is a great photo, to a banger. This is something that someone's going to hang on their wall. And all I did was some clicks. I never left Lightroom. I never went over into Photoshop. Any of that. It was all done right here. Once again, I'm going to run through it. $99. That's all it costs for this whole new AI editing workflow preset. 10 presets, 10 colors. We have 22 mask filter options, AI masks, and we have 4 finishers. So this is a steal. It really is. I'm giving you my whole workflow for $99. This is exactly how I create the photos that you see on my website. This is exactly how it's done. Now you can do it. So if you want to check it out, go over to BangerPresets.com. That's where you can get it. Otherwise, go to the Photog Nation, join the Photog Nation, and get yourself a half price of this already special price. So instead of $350, you can pay $99. But if you want that extra 50% off, go ahead, join the Photog Nation. You'll get it for $49. It's that easy. So these are the Banger presets. This is how it's done. This is my workflow. This is what I do. Once again, in closing, if you're batch editing, this isn't for you. You're going to want to go with Aftershoot for that, for the batch editing, all of that when you're doing full galleries. These are for the bangers. These are for the special ones that are going to end up on your website, that are going to end up on canvases, are going to be the ones you throw on your social media. That's what these are for. These are for editing the bangers. So go ahead, head over to my website, IamJoshRussell.com or BangerPresets.com. Check them out. This is where you're going to find everything. And I really hope you enjoy them. They are a lot of fun. And if they go well, I'll create more. Think about that. What if we do more? What if we do Banger Presets Volume 2, Volume 3, 7, 22? Let's build some bangers. Let's make some bangers. Let's talk about these. Let's get them out there. Let's make some freaking bangers. I am good to go. That is what I needed to talk to you guys about. I hope these excite you. They excite me because these are going to change my workflow so fast. And I think you'll enjoy them too. So if so, check them out. Try them out. Let me know. And I'm going to create a hashtag for Banger Presets, and I'm going to create a group for Banger Presets too, because I want to see what you're doing with my presets. Talk to you guys later. Thank you.